maybe you from the 1970s when the Los Angeles Rams was known as the prison foursome because of that defensive line. Or maybe you in the city of St. Louis, the gateway to the Midwest, where the greatest show on turf brought home the first ever Super Bowl championship. Or maybe you in the here and now with the Rams back in LA, winners of Super Bowl 56. You can rock Eric Dickerson. You can rock Marshall Faulk, Isaiah Bruce, and Kurt Warner. Or maybe you rocking Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, and Matthew Stafford. It doesn't matter because when it comes to this, it's all about the Los Angeles Rams. Horns up, Rams South. Time to talk Rams football.
What it do? What it do? Ram Nation, how y'all doing today? It is March 13th, 2025, and free agency is upon us. The new league year is upon us, and we got some news to talk about. You know, some hellos, some welcome backs, and a thank you, if I can put it in that way, of what has taken place so far with the Rams and free agency thus far. Man, it's good to be here. It's good to talk NFL free agency for the Los Angeles Rams here on Ramley Talk. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for watching on the Playmakers Ball Network YouTube channel. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, we also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and whatever else you get your podcasts at. So whatever your favorite app is to listen to podcasts, make sure you subscribe to Rambley Talk and follow it. So every time we drop a new episode, you can be one of the first ones to get the new episode. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Free agency is upon us, the new league is upon us, and we got some things to talk about. Jimmy Garoppolo is back with the Los Angeles Rams, signing a 1-year deal for a max of $13.505 million with $4.505 guaranteed. Jimmy G back for another season with the Rams to back up Matthew Stafford, which is very good. As most of y'all already know, Matthew Stafford is back with us. Still don't know the numbers yet on Matthew Stafford. When those numbers do come out, I will make sure I will get them to you right here on Ramley Talk. But good to have Jimmy G back. Makes me bet the question, what's up with Stetson Bennett? We drafted Stetson Bennett. I do believe this was his third year in the league, third or fourth year in the league. He missed his first year. He was there last year. So, yeah, about his third year in the league. There's something going on with Stetson Bennett that's still ongoing that we don't know about, because we thought Stetson Bennett at some point in time was starting to see him. But bringing Jimmy G back, it's not a bad thing. See how that looks, bringing him back. Speaking of bringing back, we talked about a couple of times earlier, but Tutu Atwell is back on a 1-year, $10 million deal, $5 million in signing bonus, $5 million in guarantee. Hell, that's $10 million right there. That's the $10 million right there if I'm looking at it. So that's up. Tutu Atwell is back. So we have a deep threat if we need to, a speedster, along with Jordan Whittington, which is good. I like that move. Bringing Tutu Atwell back. I wanted Demarcus Robinson back, but as some in the Ramley have expressed to me on social media, that DUI might have done Demarcus Robinson in with the Rams, and sure enough, it did him in. I have nothing against Tutu Atwell, but I was enjoying Demarcus Robinson's contribution this past season, what he has done. Unfortunately, he has went on to sign with the 49ers, but he still probably would be suspended for that DUI. You can't have these type of things happen during the off season, man. And I really wanted DeMarcus Robinson back, but he's standing in California. He's standing in the West Coast. We just going to the division rival, San Francisco. Just need to see how that plays out. But Tutu Atwell being back, not mad at it. Not mad at it. Wasn't one bit. We kept one of our receivers. That's the main thing. And speaking of keeping, we re-signed guard Alec Jackson, 3-year, $57 million contract with $35 million guaranteed. Good, good. We keep the offensive line somewhat in cohesionness, even though we did trade Jonah Jackson to the Chicago Bears, which I don't mind whatsoever. We are making sure that Stafford will be well protected. I think the Rams was in the top 10 in protecting Matthew Stafford, so that's good. Maybe top 5 at that. Like, I don't remember the exact number. It's either top 10 or top 5 offensive lines in the league last year, which is very good. So keeping some of the main core guys in together, probably plug and play somebody else in there. I like where we're heading at. I really do. Protect Matthew Stafford. Now we can open up some more running lanes for Kerryon Williams. We good. But keeping Alec Jackson, that's good. That's very good for number 9 in the back. Those are the guys that we are bringing back. But we have some new additions. First one new addition is Poona Ford from the Los Angeles Chargers. He's just going right across the locker room. That's all he's doing. Just going from one locker room to the other, same building. Instead of wearing pale blue and yellow, he'll be wearing regular blue and yellow. 3 years, $29.6 million deal for him. Very good signing. Put somebody in the middle of that defensive line, a young defensive line that was great last year. Oh, that defensive line was great last year. I mean, we know the numbers. We already know. We got the rookie defensive of the year, player of the year, and Jared Verse. Brandon Fitz was in that category as well. Brian Young continues to get better. Okay, we still got Kobe Turner, who's getting better too. You add Poona Ford in there as well, give you some depth in the middle of that D line. We make some things happen. I like the move. I love it. See, when Les Snead and Sean McVay, they do this offseason stuff, I love it. I trust them. I just simply trust them. We have 8 years of history with this. Brought home the Super Bowl, made 2 Super Bowl appearances, won the division 4 times. I mean, half the time Sean McVay's been a coach, we've been in the playoffs every year except for 1 year. That was the year after the Super Bowl. We've been in playoffs. So, I trust what these guys are doing. I really do. And it is amazing what they do. It's amazing. So putting in the forward, signing with the Rams, I'm with it. Add some depth to the middle of that defensive line. Make sure we keep our guys fresh and going for this upcoming season because we're going for it. We are going for it this year. We are going for the Super Bowl. We are going for it. And speaking of going for the Super Bowl, I told y'all, don't be alarmed if this happens. Don't be surprised if this signing happens, okay? I told y'all because I knew it. Soon as he said he want to come back to the West Coast and the 3 teams he's called was the California or all in California, I knew. I said, we on the top of that list. Davante Adams is here in Los Angeles to sign with the Rams. 2 years, $46 million deal, $26 million guaranteed, $12 million signing bonus. Man, y'all do not know how happy I am about this. I wanted Davante Adams. The man is coming off a 1,000-yard season. He's coming off a 1,000-yard season with Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. And y'all don't think he can do something with Matthew Stafford? Let Davante Adams and Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua get together during this all season and work some things out. I'm going to love what this trio looks like. Oh, I'm going to love it. Davante Adams around, man. That makes me happy. That makes me very, very happy. I wanted Davante Adams. Leslie gave me Davante Adams. It's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing, man. Very, very, very beautiful thing. Gotta love it. You just gotta know and understand the magnitude of this signing. If Davante Adams is still Davante Adams, which I believe he still is. I know people looking at this age like he a year older than Cooper Kupp. But what I saw with him with the Jets last year, he still like he was Davante Adams. He bring that to Los Angeles. What y'all gonna do with him? Puka Nakua, Tyler Higby. And then you got Karen Williams coming out of the backfield. Tutu Atwell can take the top off the beat, and so is Jordan Willington. I like what I'm seeing here. We bringing him in. And speaking of Puka Nakua, he's changing his jersey. He's going back to his college jersey number 12. This is what he put on the decision of going to number 12. Carry on the Nakua legacy. The number 12 not only represents me on the football field, but all my brothers and the sacrifices that my family have made before me to be able to wear this jersey at this moment. I know when I put on that number 12, it is a piece of armor that represents my family and always protected me. For all the 17s out there, I appreciate your support and have things in the works to show you all love. That is from Puka Nakua on his decision to switch to number 12 and relinquish 17 on after the fact that we have signed Davante Adams. It's working. And Puka Nakua was on the Pat McAfee show last week or this week. Don't remember which day it was. And he said he looked up to Davante Adams. So now he gets to work with the Davante Adams. It's going to be so real. It's definitely going to be so real for Puka Nakua. I can't wait. Him, Davante Adams, and Matthew Stafford. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Oh, I'm loving this. We are going for a Super Bowl. And the funny thing is, the Super Bowl is in Santa Clara this upcoming season. It's in the Bay Area. So if the Rams do make it, they don't have a far trip to go. They really don't. Making it go up to Santa Clara, handle business, and do what they got to do. It's going to be an amazing time. Okay. Hopefully, everything plays out. The major players for us stay healthy, and we can go grab our third Super Bowl in franchise history. It's gonna be a loving time. But hey, we are in what day? Today's Thursday. This is day 2 of the official league year. About day 4 of the free agency period, because technically free agent period started Monday with league champion period. And then when the league year began Wednesday on yesterday. Okay. So the official day is 2 of the league year, but day 4 of free agency. See if we got any more moves to come, or we just settle for the draft. But thus far, this is what we have done in free agency. Jimmy Garoppolo's returning on a 1-year deal we just talked about. Matthew Stafford agreed to restructure a contract that will likely be finalized after free agency opens on March 12th. That has not happened yet. But nevertheless, he still has 2 remaining years on his contract, the same amount of years that Davante Adams signed for. Tutu Atwell re-signed for 1 year. Ali Jackson was signed on a 3-year deal, and then we bring in Poona Ford on a 3-year deal. That is what we have going on thus far on this journey. All right. No breaks today. So we're going to keep going. Here's what we got for our draft picks thus far. We have the first round pick is number 26. Then we don't have no second round pick. We have 2 third round picks, the number 90 and 101 pick. The 101 pick is a compository pick from when Raheem Morris was hired as the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons last year. So that pick goes to us. We got 1 4th round pick, no 5th round picks, 3 6th round picks, and no 7th round picks. So you're looking at 7 picks for the Rams in this upcoming draft. And knowing Les Snead and Sean McVay, they might mess around. They might trade up to a higher pick in the first round. They could trade back and get more picks throughout the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th rounds. We know how Les Snead, Sean McVay works. They work draft like nobody else works draft, except for Harry Russell and the Philadelphia Eagles. So it is what it is at this moment in time. But currently, as of March 13th, 2025, we have 7 picks going into April's draft up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And then finally, with the signing of Davante Adams, the Rams on yesterday officially released Cooper Kupp, marking the end of the era officially. We knew it was coming, but it's officially an end of the era. 8 years with the organization. Triple Crown, wide receiver, Super Bowl MVP. We already know all this. What Cooper Kupp has done with the Rams has been remarkable. It will never be understated. Can never be overstated because that man made a great deal to Jared Goff when he was with the Rams before getting traded to Detroit, and Matthew Stafford. With Stafford, he became a Triple Crown wide receiver the first year with Matthew Stafford, and Super Bowl MVP when we won the Super Bowl in that first year with Matthew Stafford. It's an honor and privilege to watch this man from Eastern Washington play the game that he played and have the achievements that he has had. It is sad to see Cooper Kupp go. It really is. It does hurt because Cooper Kupp was that guy. But at the same time, I will appreciate what he has done for the Los Angeles Rams, being a Super Bowl MVP, being a Triple Crown wide receiver, winning the Super Bowl, and has always been a consummate professional during his time with the Los Angeles Rams. But we all know this is a business. And sometimes what is best for business is not what's best for the heart. I know the Rams organization love Cooper Kupp. I know Sean McVay, Leslie love Cooper Kupp. But when it comes down to business, what was best for the team was to go in another direction. We let go of Cooper Kupp, we bring in Davante Adams. It'll probably be different. It might take some time, not only for the team, but for Ram fans across the nation to fully embrace Davante Adams while letting go of Cooper Kupp. It's not easy, but one thing will be for certain. Cooper Kupp will always and forever be a Los Angeles Rams. This is where his career started at. This is where his career highlight was at. So Cooper Kupp, not only by half of the Los Angeles Rams, but Ram Nation across the country. From right here at Ramley Talk, we say thank you, Cooper Kupp. Thank you for tuning in to Ramley Talk. Ramley Talk is sponsored by Fanatics, Lids, and Paramount Plus. Get your favorite sports appeal with Fanatics or Lids, and get great streaming service with Paramount Plus. If you want to donate to the program, you can donate to us via Cash App, $D Playmakers. That is again, $D Playmakers. And remember, you can follow and subscribe to Ramley Talk on all podcast directories, including Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. And those of you who are on Apple, leave us a great review, leave comments on how you feel about Ramley Talk and the episode that you listen to. Tune in again next time for more Ramley Talk, hosted by the Playmakers.